In a world drowning in noise, one man heard the cry of the cross. His name was Paul of the Cross, a man whose heart burned with divine love, whose tears watered the path to Calvary, and whose mission gave birth to a movement of passion, penance, and prayer. Today we walk through his fire, the story of a man who found joy in suffering and strength in sacrifice. Born on January 3, 1694, in Ovada, Italy, Paul Danii grew up amid hardship and devotion. His family was poor but rich in faith. Even as a child, he wept when he saw a crucifix, not out of fear, but love. He once said, "If we but knew how precious the cross is, we would love it more than all the world." At 19, Paul was offered a chance to join the army. But something within him resisted, not fear, but a voice. He left the battlefield for the silence of the chapel. There he prayed, "Lord, take everything from me. Only give me your cross." One night, he saw in a vision the Blessed Virgin Mary holding a black habit with a white cross, and the words, "This is the sign of those who will live to spread the memory of my son's passion." He began to write a rule of life for a new congregation, a community that would be called the Passionists. Paul withdrew into solitude for 40 days of prayer and fasting on Monte Argentario. He wrote the rule of the Passionists and experienced divine ecstasies. Locals called him the man of tears. He meditated so deeply on the passion that he often cried blood. He understood salvation was born in suffering. In 1725, Pope Benedict XIII gave permission to form the Congregation of the Passion of Jesus Christ. Paul and his followers wore black habits with a white heart emblem, symbols of mourning and mercy. He traveled across Italy, barefoot, hungry, poor, preaching Christ crucified. His sermons moved sinners to tears and converted hardened hearts. When he preached, people said it was as if the cross itself spoke. Paul became a spiritual director to priests, nuns, and even bishops. He wrote over 2,000 letters guiding souls to holiness. He said, "The cross is a school where one learns divine wisdom." His congregation faced rejection, poverty, and mockery. Even church leaders doubted him. But Paul said, "The more the cross presses, the more our hearts open." Paul was known for miracles of healing, prophecy, and bilocation. He would appear to comfort the dying, heal the sick, and inspire the hopeless. But he always said, "It is not I, but the power of the cross." In 1771, he founded the first monastery of Passionist nuns. In his old age, he could barely walk, yet when he preached, his face shone with divine light. Paul died on October 18, 1775, whispering, "May the holy passion of Jesus Christ be always in our hearts." He was canonized by Pope Pius IX in 1867, and today his order serves across the world, even in the United States, spreading the message that salvation is found in love that suffers. St. Paul of the Cross reminds us, suffering is not a curse. It is a ladder to heaven. The passion is not a tragedy. It is love unveiled. The world needs his message more than ever. A love that endures pain, a heart that carries the cross with joy, and a soul that burns forever for Christ. O St. Paul of the Cross, inflame our hearts with the fire of divine love. Teach us to find peace in the cross, and to carry our sufferings with patience and hope. Amen. This is the Saint's Path. Faith beyond time, miracles beyond reason.